Hi everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Hi, how are ya? Jeffrey, don't come for me. But no, hey everyone, it's me, DoubleDT times 2 here again, and you know what? Let's change that. I like to keep the DoubleDT times 2 moniker for my channel's more gaming content, if you will. So let's do DCD Beauty. It's my initials, DCD. Beauty rhymes with it's me. So hey everyone, it's me, DCD Beauty, here again, and or here for the first time, and today we sort of have a 3-in-1 video. We are going to be doing somewhat of a first time video. We're also going to be doing a challenge video, I guess you could say, and almost a review video. So that being said, let's get right into it. So today I will be doing my first makeup look ever. I have never worn makeup my entire life. I know that may be shocking for some of you, seeing as I'm a 20-year-old gay guy. But yeah, I've never worn makeup. I've never done my own makeup. I've never done makeup on other people. I don't even really wear face paint a lot for costumes. But that being said, I'm going to do my first makeup look, and it's going to be a full face of eyeshadow. So I don't have concealer, I don't have primer, I don't have eyeliner, I don't have mascara, none of that. But the full face that we're going to be doing of eyeshadow is going to be using, yes, I have it here with me. Boom! Look at that. Shane Dawson x Jeffree Star Conspiracy Palette. Not only do we have the Conspiracy Palette, oh no. We also have the Mini Controversy. Look at it. These are two very gorgeous palettes. Shane and Jeffree really knocked it out of the park with this one, but I'm sure you all know that. If you haven't seen the palettes, I'm not going to be doing much swatching in this video, so if you are curious to see more of a breakdown of individual shades and the color story of each palette overall, I suggest you know, there's millions of other videos out there that you could watch, so I would go pop over and watch one of those videos, or if you're more interested to see what a first-timers try is at a full face, then stay tuned. So the look I'm going to be shooting for today is a Thanksgiving look. Thanksgiving is readily approaching, and whenever I saw the color story for this palette, certain shades just jumped out at me, and I thought of Thanksgiving. So I don't want to keep us waiting much longer. I do have the Morphe x Jeffree Star Artistry Collection eye brushes, and so we're going to be using those, and yeah, there's not much more to say. My face, there's nothing on my face. I am fresh out the shower, hence the undone hair with highlights that could be retouched. So yeah, there's nothing on my face aside from like moisturizer. The little blemishes you see, that's dry skin. I have chronically dry skin, and we are getting into the colder months. If you live in Texas, you know the past week for us has been insane. So between the heaters, the air is really dry around here, so I've been struggling with some flare-ups. But yeah, I need to stop talking. I do have a beauty mirror off camera that I'm gonna turn on it now to sort of help me. How are the brows? I think the brows are pretty good. Let's see, let's use, speaking of brows, let's use JS7. And I'm gonna use the spoolie just to sort of brush them out, see where they are. I do, one thing I do regularly on my face that's considered beauty, I guess you could say, is I do pluck my brows, and when I'm lucky enough to make it a point to get them done, I also wax my brows. I think it's a quick and easy way for you to make a big difference with how your face shape looks, and yeah, it just helps you look a little more manicured and more presentable, in my opinion. That being said, I think my brows are pretty on point, so we're gonna continue right along, and oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I'm gonna jump right into the Conspiracy palette. Let's take a look at what I want to play with. Okay, so the shade that I spoke to about earlier, Sleep Paralysis, was the one that jumped out at me and screamed with Thanksgiving. I don't know why, something about it in my brain just made connections. I was like, that would be perfect for a Thanksgiving look. So I think I want to, let me get out a little brush I can use to point on my face with. Perfect, I'm gonna use JS14 to point on my face. So Sleep Paralysis, let me also take a look at the Mini Controversy palette. I love these names. And see what we're working with there. So I want to put a darker colors on my lid and metallics on my lid. And I'm going to try my hand at a cut crease. Like I said, this could all go horribly wrong. I've never done makeup before, so I don't know. I just have knowledge from watching Jeffree's videos and other makeup artists' videos, so wish me luck. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. I think I'm gonna put sleep paralysis on my inner lid, and then I'm gonna put spiraling on my outer lid. So those are both two metallics. Yeah, sleep paralysis is, I'm pretty sure it'd be almost like a glittery metallic. Shane, forgive me for misnaming the formulas. But yeah, we're gonna do sleep paralysis on the inner lid, spiraling on the outer lid, and then to tie them together and really pack a cranberry punch, if you will, I'm going to use my Apology to do, I guess, sort of blend them together and go on my upper lid. I feel like I should, you know what? Let's go ahead and put Not a Fact on the outer upper eye, I suppose. That being said, you know, I do like my brows, but I'm kind of tempted. This is a full face challenge, so I'm going to do more than just eyeshadow. So I'm kind of tempted to see if I can fill in my brows with, let's see, what's a close match for my brows? Oof, not many. Maybe Diet Root Beer. We might try our hand at using Diet Root Beer to fill in my brows, so let's get started. Okay, so we're going to use JS7 to really define our brows. I know Jeffree actually uses this to draw on his brows, seeing as he doesn't have any. So yeah, I'm gonna give my hand a try at this. I'm going to really try and define the bottom of my eyebrows, seeing as I think that's really helps give me a more masculine look, which I tend to go for with my eyebrows. And I'm just gonna sort of leave the tops untouched, because I kind of like the feathered look they give. I feel like they look less hyper manicured, I suppose. I don't know. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so Diet Root Beer is not a good shade for me to use for my brows. There's not really a good shade for me to use to help define my brows in either one of these palettes. Which is fine. They didn't plan for these to be used for in replacement of brow gel. We could maybe try to see what spiraling looks like. Let's see what spiraling looks like. Oh, here, let me knock that off. Oh god. Okay, so spiraling does actually kind of help make my brows a little darker. Oof, I made a mistake. So yeah, I'm just gonna dive right in and keep working on these brows. Okay, so it turns out there is some metallicness to it, which I didn't really realize in the pan. I don't have the best lighting. My setup here is just kind of janky. But what do we think? Oh, okay. So I'm gonna make the executive decision right now to try not to erase much. You know, if I make a really grand mistake, then I might do my best to fix it. But as of right now, I'm making the decision. I don't want to do anything destructive. I only want to do things, additive things. So yeah, let's full send. I'm gonna try to do the other brow and just, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing something here, and my mirror on camera might not be showing up, but let's give it a go. Okay, so that's about all I want to do for the brows. I'm not well equipped here, so I don't really want to do a whole awful lot to them. This is a full face video, but of course, how could I not make the eyes the main focus here? So that being said, I think we're good with eyebrows. I don't know, what do you think? What was it? Oh, so the reason why I started with the eyebrows was because, you know, I don't really have techniques or anything learned yet. But that being said, I figured in case there was fallout or if I made mistakes, it'd be best to start from the top down. So I am, I guess I'm too excited to not start my eyes next. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm gonna get to work on my eyelid. That being said, I think I will do my upper lid first and then work my way down and then in. So I'm gonna get started on that. Real quick, I want to go back and be a little more clear about the brush I was using initially to do my brows. The JS9 brush, or I'm sorry, JS7 brush. The name of that is Double Trouble brush. The Double Trouble brush, that's the name of that guy, and I am now moving on with JS9 to do my inner top of my eyelid. JS9 being the Fluffer Crease Blush. So like I said, my plan of attack is to do, yeah, we'll do Not a Fact right up in there. So I'm just gonna go for it. Wow. Okay. So there's my first initial attempt at applying my first shade. Again, this is Not a Fact. Yeah, I don't want to focus too much on the actual formula or product itself because, like I said, plenty of people have done that. But wow, I mean, as a first timer, you know, these tools and this product is making it pretty easy to do whatever it is I want. So I'm gonna take this guy and replicate it on the other side. Okay, I think that's pretty even. Yeah, I think I'm about done with that first shade. So I'm just gonna dust off and wipe off the brush here. The tools I've shown you, these artistry brushes and the palettes, are really just about the only tools I have, so I don't even really have anything to clean my brushes with. Of course, that being said, this right here is a natural brush, whereas the JS7? Yes, the JS7 was a synthetic brush, so it's my understanding that with synthetic brushes, the product sits on top of the brush more. Whereas with these guys, it can be a little more difficult to maybe get out fully the brush. But that being said, the other shade I'm going to now put on the outside is going to be My Apology. You know what, real quick, I do want to show you what it is I'm working with down here. So initially, there we go. Oh, it looks amazing. So Dye Root Beer was my initial attempt at filling in my brows. I then went to spiraling and I thought I bumped it. Did I bump one of the pans? I thought I bumped one of the pans with the brush. I then went into spiraling and that did work pretty well. I put some little glitter metallic reflex in my brows, but who minds that? Not a Fact. That's what I'm currently applying now, and then I'm going to go in with the, let's see here, the Mini Controversy palette, and I'm going to be using shade My Apology and put it on the outside, so I'm going to go ahead and get started on that. Oh, and again, that will be with the JS9 Fluffer Crease brush. Okay, these shades blend really well together, and of course, oh, I made went a little too far there, and of course Jeffree's formula makes it oh so easy to blend these babies out. So I think that's about all I want to do with the upper part. Yeah, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and try to cut this crease. I'm trying my best to keep in frame, but there are a lot of things going on down here. I have two mirrors, the mirrors in the palettes themselves, and then also right in front of me I literally stole a monitor from my desktop, and I'm using that to get a live feed of what it is my camera is seeing and what, more importantly, you guys are seeing. So that being said, I'm going to go ahead and put Sleep Paralysis on my inner lids, and let me see what brush would be best for that. This is just what I'm referring to here is just the little, oh, that's gorgeous, the Unicarton, the eyebrush collection, Jeffree Star eyebrush collection came with. JS11, let's see what JS11 the blunt packer brush looks like. Okay, yeah, that's actually a really great brush. So this is JS11, the Blunt Packer brush. Iconic Jeffree Star branding everywhere. So yeah, I'm just going to use the JS11 and put the Sleep Paralysis, shade Sleep Paralysis, in my inner lid and see how that goes. Wish me luck. Okay, wow, so there's Sleep Paralysis on the one half of my right inner lid, and it's pretty great. I'm going ahead and put it on the other side. Alright, so we are seeing a little creasing with the formula, but I think that's to be expected. I have fairly heavily hooded eyelids, so because of that, I would expect nothing less from any formula to crease a little, but it's not cakey or anything like that. There's like no buildup happening whenever like my eyelids do hood over. So yeah, this is going according to plan. I'm actually pretty happy with where I am with the Sleep Paralysis shade, and I really am excited to get into putting the spiraling shade on the outer lid. So I'm just gonna go ahead and I'm still gonna stick with the Blunt Packer brush because I really like the control it's giving me here. So I'm going to go ahead and just clean off the Blunt Packer. And yeah, we'll put Sleep Paralysis on the outer lid. I just realized I said Sleep Paralysis. No, Sleep Paralysis is on the inner lid, and then right now I have Spiraling loaded up, and it's going to go on the outer lid. Okay, wow, there is some blending that needs to go on here, but first I just want to get the shade on, and then I'll go ahead and take one of the other fabulous brushes and help blend it out. Okay, so I went in a little further on my left eye than I did on my right eye, so I'm going to go ahead and, you know, mirror that on the other side. Okay, so that being said, I'm going to go ahead and blend out my upper lid before I put anything on my lower lid. So let me go ahead and clean off this brush real quick, and then I'll take a look at my, at the brushes we have to see what might be best to attack or approach that lower lid line. Okay, so I found JS10, which is the Diva Crease Brush. I just really feel like the shape is going to help put eyeshadow on my lower lid. I just realized I said I was going to blend out, but I changed my mind. So for my lower lid, I actually haven't decided what color to put my lower lid. Okay, so I'm wanting a little more of a metallic payoff on this look, so I'm actually going to go in with Just a Theory. Let's see here. I take that back. I'm going to put more of our, My Apology shade first, really in close to my waterline, and then I'll go in with the Just a Theory shade and sort of blend it out. Stop. Pause it. I'm actually going to see if I can fix these dark circles, because again, this is more than just a eyeshadow video. So I think the closest match for my skin is going to be Cry on My Couch to help sort of conceal these dark circles that I really need to address. So that being said, we're going to switch gears real quick. I think I want to use the JS6 brush, which is the Rule Blender brush. So yeah, I'm going to take, not Tanica, Cry on My Couch. I'm going to take Cry on My Couch and try and see if I can use it as a concealer to sort of fix these under eyes, which I feel like is really going to matter. The dark circles are really going to have an impact on the overall look, because this is turning out to be a much darker look than I had anticipated. So I want the base at least to be fairly light. Okay, so this is where the challenge of the video is starting. I'm glad I had decided to start from the top and work my way down, because I am getting a little bit of fallout with how aggressive I'm being with these brushes. So I am happy that I chose to start from the top and work my way down, especially our spiraling shade that we used on my outer lid. The fallout from that shows up. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on working at trying to cover these dark circles. Yep, there's the first bit of eyeshadow I inhaled. Okay, so I've done my right eye, and it made a difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and replicate that on the left. So right now I'm using this as more of a spot concealer, and even going over these little red patches I have, to try and see if I can get them to tone down. Ideally, of course, I would have a color corrector, which of course Jeffree makes, but I don't have one of those in eyeshadow form. Okay, wow, so this is working really well. I'm just going to keep going around and seeing how much I can get away with using Cry on My Couch as a concealer. Okay, I think that's about all I want to abuse this product. I'm pretty happy with how that came out. A little bit of fallout on the palette. So yeah, like I said, I'm going to start attacking my lower lids. And I had said, oh, there's lots of product on there. I had said that I wanted to use Just a Theory. So again, I'm going to first apply a little bit of our My Apology really in there. I'll probably go back to JS7 to do that. And then I will put in Just a Theory and blend it out. JS7. Again, My Apology. My apologies, sorry if I keep misnaming these. Okay, so there's one lower lid done. Of course, I'm gonna go and do the other side now. Okay, there's both lower lids done with My Apology. I'm going to go ahead and touch it up a little bit, and then I'll switch over to Just a Theory. Okay, sorry about that, but my camera died. Since I believe we last spoke, not much has happened. I got to, let's see, let's use our gold chrome Jeffree Star mirror. I think I'm happy with my lower lid. Like I said, not much has happened. I went ahead and blended my eyelid a little bit more and blended it up as much as I could into, let's see, took a little break, had to get back into gear again. What was it that we put? We put two colors up there on our upper lid. We had My Apology on the outside and Not a Fact on the inside. So I tried blending what we had on the lid out a little bit. And then I was really happy with how Just a Theory blended. It really blended well. Let me get my phone as a source of light. Okay, so let's see if we can get some of that. Oh, there we go, yeah. You can totally see, that's what I want. On that lower lid, Just a Theory, Just a Theory. Where's the camera? Oh, this is a big palette. There we go, so Just a Theory right there. Oh, that's not exposing well. Sorry about that, but yeah, Just a Theory is a metallic with some reflex, some lighter reflex in it. So that's what we did with the lower lid. That being said, I think I am going to make use of JS14. JS14, this puppy, is the Happy Ending liner brush. So I don't have like a liquid liner or like a gel liner or anything like that. The only thing I have is the shade My Rides here, which I'm hoping has enough payoff to help me do a winged eyeliner. I think that's what's next. I mean, I'm looking at the look here. I got a stray eyebrow. And yeah, I think what we really need to, oh, I take that back. Pause, we'll do that next. What I want to do, what I'm dying to do, is to put Diet Cola in my inner eye. I think it'll really help make the sleep paralysis pop, and give us some more vibrance to our eyes. So what brush do I think I'm gonna go in with the JS13. I had used this for blending and for my under eye earlier. Well, I think the camera was dead. Not sure I caught that, but JS13 is the palm crease brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this to pop a little bit of Diet Cola in that inner eyelid. Oh yeah, so that actually made a world of a difference. As you can see, Diet Cola is right there, and I think I'm gonna actually try to bring it up a little bit more. Whenever I was sort of pressing it into that inner eyelid there, a little bit of our Not a Fact rubbed off a little bit. So I'm gonna make sure that I have a clean brush, or relatively clean brush, clean enough so that when I go into Diet Cola, it's not rubbing off. Okay, so I picked up a little bit more of Diet Cola. And let's see, I'm gonna try to blend it up some. Okay, wow, that really changed the look. Okay, love that. I'm gonna go ahead and try to mirror that on the other side. Sorry, I'm just admiring the difference that made. It was a good call. Side note, whatever they did with Diet Cola, it really is a really great formula for the payoff I'm getting for considering how metallic it is. It's a really great formula. I know I said this wouldn't be like an unboxing swatch video, but sometimes I just can't help but comment on how amazing this palette is. Uh-oh, got a little bit in the eyeball. It's fine, it's fine. I think I need to be a little bit more heavy-handed to match the other side. So again, I'm just going to make sure that whatever little bit of Not a Fact rubbed off onto the brush doesn't go back into my pan. Okay, wow. I'm looking down a lot because this is where my monitor is, if you don't remember. But yeah, I am really liking how that turned out. I'm gonna grab, let's see, what am I going to grab? I want to blend the Diet Cola that we just added. I want to blend it out a little bit. So I'm gonna take one of the brushes I used earlier. JS12, again, I don't remember if this was on camera, introduced on camera. Oh, but this is the Sport Mode blender brush, which is really handy for getting in those tight creases and blending shades out. So I'm just gonna... Okay, so I blended it out. And yeah, I don't know that there's much more we can do with the eyelids. So I think the outside of my lids are a little messy. So I'm gonna go ahead and try my hand at putting some wings with our JS14 Happy Ending Liner brush, like I said. So wish me luck. I'm gonna dip into my rides here, and I'm hoping I don't overdo these wings. Yeah. Okay, so we have something. It's definitely something. Of course, I'm not getting as much payoff as I might with a liquid eyeliner, but that's part of the challenge. I did get a little bit of fallout there. It's my fault, not the formula's fault. I was being really aggressive with how much my rides here I was picking up, so I'm just gonna flick it off using a random brush. What do we think? I think I need to bring it down into to meet my lower eyelid a little bit more. Okay, that's something. I'm gonna go ahead and thicken what I did on the top of my lid. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna bring that in almost all the way into my lid. It's so hard not to blink while I'm doing this. How are we looking? Okay. Not bad. Okay, I think that's about as good as I'm going to be able to pull off in regards to our winged liner. I'm going to try and do it on the other side and see what happens. Oh wow, I bumped my eyelash and it bumped a lot of product off into my eye. That's great. This is probably some of the best practice I've had using my non-dominant hand to do things my dominant hand would do in like a long time. Okay, I feel like that's not a bad match. I did go a little bit lower than I did on this one, so let's match that. Okay, how's that look? I feel like if I keep trying to fix it, I might make it worse. So naturally, I'm going to try to fix it. Again, I'm going to dust off the fallout with a, what am I using? JS8. It's good for dusting off fallout. Okay, fallout dusted. It looks like it did leave a little bit of a mark. So what I'm actually going to do now, let's see, how happy am I with these wings? Yeah, I mean, again, I don't know that I can do all that much better with the tools I have. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. Now I do want to clear, I did blend that out a little bit too much for my liking. So what I'm going to do now is actually go back in with, let's see, what do we want to use here? I want to take my concealer shade that I used, and I think, actually, is this Blunt Packer? What is this, JS10? No, the Diva Crease. I'm going to use the Diva Crease. Yeah, I'm going to use the Diva Crease and our good old shade, what was it, not Boyfriend's Couch? Cry on My Couch. I'm going to use Cry on My Couch and try to just retouch some of the fallout that had happened. Okay, so right now, again, I'm just trying to go back in with Cry on My Couch, my concealer, and just sort of repair any fallout that I did, or maybe even overblending that I did. What I'm finding is the best technique is to really just pack it on top of like problem areas, and then I'm going to go in and try to blend it out from wherever I put it. Okay, so I think that's enough packed on. So now, like I said, I'm going to go in and find a good brush to help try to lightly blend it out without actually removing too much of the product. Okay, so I found, what is this? Oh, JS5. So JS5 is the Crease Queen brush. So we're actually going to use this to see if we can lightly blend out the concealer we had thrown back on top. Okay, yeah, I think this Crease Queen is working for me. I'm gonna pop on a little bit more of Cry on My Couch. Okay, I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get. I don't, like I said, I don't want to go back and erase any mistakes with like a makeup wipe. So I think I might just have to. I had some pretty bad fallout right there. I had just loaded up the brush, and I bumped my eyelashes, and it just knocked almost all the product off. Totally my fault. So yeah, that's about as good as I could recover from that. Again, if I had an actual like liquid concealer, it'd probably be such a cinch. I could probably even just take the makeup sponge I used to apply it and just hit it again. If that's not the case, that's not the challenge. That would be too easy. And that would make too much sense. So anyway, that aside, I think I'm happy with the brows. I think what I'm going to try to do next is, again, working from top down. Let's do contour. So there are some nudes in this collection. I feel like Diet Root Beer is way too dark for me to use as a contour, so I'm actually going to go in with Tannicon, using the JS8 brush, which is our Drama Crease brush. Goodness, I can't say that. There's a little bit of something on there. I don't know what's on there. But yeah, I'm going to use Tannicon and see what I can do with some light contouring. Okay, so I put contour on. Again, I feel like all of the nudes in these palettes are very warm, and I personally would describe my skin tone as more of a cooler, almost olive. I am Hispanic, I believe. I've done, like, I haven't spat in a tube and done the 23andMe, but I'm pretty sure, I think my cousin had done it, and I'm pretty sure I'm half Spanish and half Mexican, for whatever that's worth, for whatever that means. That being said, I feel like I have an olive undertone to my skin, which is probably why I'm not seeing great results from these nudes on my skin, just because it's you know, they're too warm. So right now I'm trying my best, guys. I'm trying to blend out Tanacon. Guys, these shade names, they're amazing. I can't. Yeah. I feel like I did well with the contour, a little bit of contour I did to my nose. I think I went really heavy-handed on the cheeks. I think it is what it is. I don't know. I could try, I know I used spiraling and it matched really well on my brows, so I could try putting it under my cheek line to help blend it out. Let's try it. I mean, okay, I feel like that's not the worst. Ooh, things are getting bad, guys. Right now would actually be an amazing time for me to use a eyebrow pencil. I'm gonna try to use a spoolie to see if I can blend out some of this product. I don't know, let's see, how does that transfer? Doesn't transfer the worst to camera. I'm gonna do the other side, see what I can do over there. Okay, I'm just gonna keep trying to blend out. Okay, so yeah, I went super heavy-handed with that Tanacon, and it did not work well. So I'm just gonna leave things as is. Again, this is the challenge of doing a full face of eyeshadow. Eyeshadow obviously cannot replace other products out there on the market. But again, that's the challenge. So contour being done, let's do some highlight. One of my most favorite shade names of this collection is Ranch. I love Ranch. I have put it on everything ever since I was a little kid. So it was cool to see that had made it in as a shade name. So I'm going to use Ranch as a highlight. I feel like it could be really blinding. I think I'm going to continue using the my JS5, which again, Crease Queen brush. Now Ranch is a very light color, obviously. So I'm going to make sure I have all of the spiraling off of this Crease Queen brush before I dip into Ranch. Okay, I have Ranch loaded up. Doesn't smell like Ranch, but we're going to see if we can do some highlight. Okay, I don't want to go overboard with a highlight like I did with the contour. So I put on a fair bit amount of the Ranch, and I'm gonna see how well I can blend it out. Okay, there was my attempted highlight. I feel like the highlight came out pretty, wow, that's blinding. I feel like the highlight came out pretty good on my nose. Again, my cheeks are what they are. I didn't put any highlight up here, mainly because I'm not too sure where to put it. I guess, like, could throw some on my temples just for fun, see how that transfers. Oh, again, you may want to buy a separate contour and highlight palette or kit, and not try to use this collection instead of a proper designated kit. But yeah, I feel like we're making some progress. Maybe I should try some blush? What would be a fun blush? We have Pigment, we have Trisha. I'm way too scared to dip into Trisha for blush just because of how pigmented it looks. Exposed, I like Exposed. It's You know what? Let's do Exposed. Exposed is a cooler color than Pigment. I don't want it to look like I have rosacea, and I don't want the little defects I had in the beginning of the video. I don't want those to be pronounced more by the warmer hue that Pigment has, if you catch my drift. So I'm going to go in with Exposed and see if I can do some blush. Okay, so it is a very cool color, like how I had said. I'm not sure if I'm feeling it as a blush. I think it's working. I think I really wish I had a beauty blender. I feel like this would be the perfect application. I have lots of blending that I need to do. Like I said, these are all the eye brushes from the Artistry collection. None of these are face brushes. These are all very small, which is probably why I'm finding it so difficult to blend such large areas with these brushes. Okay, we have something. Again, this is hair fresh out of the shower. I put no product in it, so excuse that. I don't know. I don't know where to go from here, guys. Am I done? Does it look like I'm done? What do we think? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna continue to stare at myself in the monitor. I do need a little bit of a refresher. So, in the style of Shane Dawson, we're gonna enjoy some Diet Root Beer. And I'm gonna see what else I think I need to do to this look, if I can improve it at all. So I'll be right back. Okay, I am back, still enjoying my Diet Root Beer. I don't know that I can do much more, guys. I'm gonna be honest. These are the eyes. I do really like how I was able to blend out the... Let's get my phone for a pinpoint source of light. Where did that phone go? Oh, here it is. I'm sitting on it. Let's see if we can see what the... Oh yeah, let's turn down the brightness of my phone actually. Yeah, I really am thoroughly pleased with how the lids came out. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if Not a Fact blended with My Apology, just a refresher. Where's my pointer brush? Where's my double-ended bestie? I'm not sure if My Apology, Not a Fact, I don't know if that was the best color to have cut the crease on. I feel like these are actually fairly cool. Excuse me. That's the Diet Root Beer for you. Yeah, I think if I could change one thing about this look, maybe I should have thrown like just a theory behind there. I don't know, I feel like in my head it looked really nice. Sleep paralysis was actually less purpley than it seems in the pan. In the pan, I thought it would come through more as purple, which is why I chose My Apology and Not a Fact. But yeah, I don't know, I think I would have chosen a different color to go above my lids. I am, again, really happy of how Diet Cola turned out on the inside of my eyes. Again, the contour was not very successful, but this was the full face of eyeshadow challenge. Before we go, I have one last thing to do. We're gonna close our eyeshadow palettes because we're done with those. But off camera, when I was contemplating on whether or not I was done with my look, I had put on some lip scrub. So we could put on our Shane Dawson Diet Root Beer flavored lip balm. So we're gonna put this on. This component is everything. Love it. Iconic. So we're gonna put on our... It smells like Diet Root Beer. definitely Dye Root Beer. So we have our Shane Dawson Dye Root Beer lip balm on. Perfect for the colder weather. Like I said, I have dry skin, so that does go to my lips as well, and I will definitely be using this. We'll see if I need to order a second by the time the season is over. And what we're also going to get into is the gloss. I think this was called Diet Shane. The unit carton is somewhere near me. I don't know what I did with the unit carton, but I'm pretty sure this is Diet Shane, and this is Shane Glossin, I want to say, if I remember correctly from the series. So this is Jeffree Star Cosmetics The Gloss. I love how this applies. The doe foot, as it's called, I believe. It's just so soft. Okay, now we have some gloss on. I don't know if Jeffree ever said, or if it even says on the unit carton, or if he's ever gone on record saying that the gloss is scented, but I can't help but think that I'm smelling almost like a tropical sunscreen type smell. I love it. I'm not complaining at all. But yeah, now I know why Jeffree's formula for his lipsticks are called the velour liquid lipsticks. This gloss feels very velvety, very cushy almost, and I love it. So yeah, we're going with a natural lip color today with this look. Yeah, I think that's about it, guys. I don't know that there's much more I can do with what I have. So yeah, here's my first time trying makeup. This is my challenge of trying to do a full face using only eyeshadow. It was pretty difficult. They definitely make more than just eyeshadow for a reason. So let me know, should I keep doing some DCD Beauty videos? Should I go out and buy some proper foundation, concealer, blush, bronzer kit? Let me know. Let me know down in the comments. I will be reading and responding to them. Yeah, this is my first time. Again, this palette right here, Conspiracy, iconic. This palette here, Mini Controversy, also iconic. Oh, how could I forget? Whenever I popped over to Morphe earlier today to get my artistry brushes, I couldn't leave the store without also buying the Morphe X Jeffree Star Set and Refresh Mist in the scent Starberry. Love this, love the packaging of the artistry collection. It's an aesthetic. Oh, it smells so good. Very strong. It almost reminds me of a strawberry shortcake VCR case, if you know what that smells like. So we're just gonna... Wow! I love how this comes out of the can. Mario Badescu, more like Mario Badescu. Lush Breath of Fresh Air. It's getting a little stale. This is very refreshing. Love the scent, if I could hold it properly. So yeah, I think that finishes it off. I've used the Conspiracy palette, I've used the Mini Controversy palette, I've used the artistry brushes, the Shane Dawson lip balm, the Shane Glossin gloss. I think that's just about it. That's all I can do, guys. So that concludes the video. If you would like to stay tuned, I'm going to speak a little bit more about Shane and Jeffree and my my relationship with them. So I'm gonna go ahead and pick that up now. Thanks for watching. Okay, so you've chosen to stick around. I am really very proud of Shane and Jeffree. Of course, Jeffree is was the means by which Shane was able to express his creative self through the makeup world. And I mean, you know, I have been following Shane for well over a decade now. I can't remember the date of it, but I still remember the very first Shane Dawson video I watched. Shane, it's still public, so I don't think he's embarrassed by it. But if you choose to watch it, it is some of his more racy content. But the first video of his I watched was, I think it's just titled DMV. Shanae's in the video, and Shane is getting his license, I believe, and Shanae is the driving instructor at the DMV. And that, I remember, is the first Shane Dawson video I had watched, and I think after that I watched Fred is Dead, when Fred was still relevant, and then I went back and watched all of his content that he had uploaded to date back then, and I've been watching ever since. I have consumed every single piece of content Shane Dawson has ever put out. Shane Dawson is, without a doubt, my most favorite YouTuber of all time. He always has, always will be, and it's just amazing. I've been following him through all of his other creative outlets. I have both of his books, both of which I love. I love his short films. I wish he would get back to them. It's getting, I think, here in a little bit. If it hasn't already passed, it's been 3 years since he's uploaded to Shane Dawson TV, which is fine. You know, of course, his Shane channel has exploded. Of course, he's doing everything over there. But yeah, it just makes me really happy to see Shane branch out, and tackle on other things. I mean, this is amazing. This is stunning. Everything about this collection is stunning. From the unicarton, to the shades themselves, to the names, to the design. Yeah, this is just one more thing that Shane has done that's blown me away. And Shane, if by chance that you're watching this, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done, but also, you know, this just goes to show you what it is you're doing for not only the beauty community, but for your fellow members of the LGBTQ+ community. I had never touched makeup. I always found it a little intimidating. I never allowed myself to touch it. But yeah, you know, I love everything you do so much that I simply could not pass up getting this collection and having fun, you know. Hopefully there's more DCD beauty videos to come. And Jeffree, if you're watching this, I can't even begin to praise JSC enough. The formulas, the delivery on everything, you know, the series that we've been watching on Shane's channel is mind-blowing. I can't imagine how JSC functions, but yeah, I feel like at this point I'm just rambling because I really had a lot of fun making this video and I don't want it to end. But that's it, guys. There's not much more for me to say. I think there's not much more for me to do. So yeah, here's my... I had said that this was going to be a Thanksgiving look, but I feel like if you show up to Thanksgiving, your uncle's probably going to clown on you and say, oh, what, did you fall in the cranberry sauce? I don't know. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you would recreate this look, if you think it could be done better, if you think it could be improved upon. Like I said, my most favorite part about this look are the eyelids, hands down. Above the eyelids, I probably could have picked some better shades to go up there, and the contour and highlighting needs some work, as does the blush. But gotta love the balm and gloss. So anyway, guys, I'm officially gonna end this video here. Thank you all very much for watching, and until next time.